What was interesting about Elisha is he paid attention. At a point in his life, Elijah, with Elisha with him, came upon a woman who was picking up sticks during the drought. And he said to her, "Woman, bring me some water and a bit of bread." And she said, "Sir, I have no bread. I have just barely a little cooking oil and some flour, and I'm going to cook it up for my son so he can eat it, and then we're going to die." And Elijah said, "Go back and make me some bread." And he said, "You will not run out of provisions." And the oil in her cistern never ran out. She never ran out of flour. It saved her life. And of course, she brought the bread back, and Elijah ended the drought because of how she had faith. So Elisha had another a thing that kind of happened the same way, and he gave a woman a never-ending pot of oil. But Elisha was known to have such great power that he could raise people from the dead without speaking a word. He merely laid himself over the body twice, and the dead rose up. And after Elisha died, the legend has it that his bones were brought back together and the flesh reanimated, and he walked the earth for a while just to prove he could do it. When you read about Elisha, you'll find that there's a story, a very strange story. Elisha was not a good-looking man. He was bald. And some children mocked him. 42 children mocked him. And he told them, don't do it. You know, you should repent. You don't know who you're dealing with. Don't you know who I am? I'm Elisha. And the kids didn't relent. So he called a couple of bears out of the wilderness, and they came down and they ate all the children. And it's another happy ending in the Old Testament. And it's interesting because I don't try to interpret what these stories meant. This didn't really happen. It's a story. It's a story of how you should, I'm sure it's a children's, really? I'm sure it's a children's story on how you should respect your elders and how you should, not tell people they're ugly. You know, it's something that parents could tell you. You know what Elisha did? You know, you make fun of that old guy, and he's going to call a bear out of the woods, and the bear is going to come get you. So, be good. But there are people that have said, "Oh, this really happened," and the religious message here is, God is blah blah blah. It's a story, but it's an interesting story, and that's the kind of stuff I pick up on as I've read through the Bible. But there's not a book of Elisha. You got to find him in 2 Kings. But he really, really is a guy that can come in and own the room. And so there you go. You have Isaiah, known for predicting the coming of Jesus Christ, swallowed up by a tree, cut for firewood. Elijah, who basically told everybody Baal was wrong and God is the only God, and he was really a serious enemy of Ahab and Jezebel, and taken into the clouds with the chariots of fire. And then you had Elisha, and who could raise people from the dead and call bears down on petulant children. Isaiah, Elijah, Elisha.